Hi everyone, my name is Vera and today is my first video in English. I'm kindly asking you to be patient and respectful because I'm really nervous but also excited, and I hope that this video turns out to be really good and my English won't sound awful. So, today we are testing a pregame bundle from YOUTHFORIA, which comes with their pregame primer and also pregame setting spray. But before we dive in, can we please talk about the packaging? I think that this is so vibrant and so thoughtful. I just look at it and it makes me happy. So let's test the products that come inside, textures, the benefits, and my final thoughts. As I have already mentioned, the packaging is really fire. As you can see here, it's supposed to be like a mirror when it's written that this is what you'd look like if you were a Pop-Tart packet. My English is not as great to understand what is written here and what's the message, but I guess it's kind of cute. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff inside. I also got... My dog decided that she also has to say something about this package or about the products, so I just wanted you to know that the noises that you might hear are probably from my dog. She just wanted to be a part of this beauty world today and I can judge her, so she assists me today. As I said, I've got in some deal, I wasn't sure if it was Black Friday maybe, so I've got this pregame bundle and I also got don't blush, I don't know how to read this, don't blush brush, if I read this right, as you can see. This was for free, and I also got their magnetic pen. It's for the storage, or how you name this. This was all. There's also a receipt, and I just wanted to open it. I choose the green one because green is my favorite color. All shades of green. Zarina says that her favorite color is also green. So this is magnetic thing. I think that it's kind of cute, but I haven't ordered any of their glosses or blush oil. I decided if I like these products, I will order more. So let's dive into this testing. So I'm starting with my... But by the way, it's the first time I'm wearing this thing out. What was that? Oh, it was my earring. Jolly good. Find at least one difference with our ears. So let's start with the pregame primer. It's like a skincare meets makeup kind of product that is supposed to hydrate and smooth your skin. And also getting ready for the makeup. I also saw that the effect of this primer can be blurring of the skin. I'm not sure that it will be the end result, but we will try it out. This primer is clean, vegan, and cruelty-free, which I really love. Beauty bloggers used 3 pumps, I guess, so I will use also 3 pumps. Well, I really like that this packaging is antimicrobial. I think that is really clean way to apply your makeup, especially if you have acne like me. I also have concerns about the products that I need to dive in with my hands. As you can see, the texture is like, it's super light, almost like a serum. Have a bit of pigment that, I don't know, it's like, it looks like my foundation almost. I also see that, wow, there is a little shimmer there. I don't know if you can see, maybe I need to turn on the flash, but I guess you can see like this. So I'm gonna apply the primer to the one side of my face so we can see this blurring or difference in the skin texture, and let's apply it. It really feels like a cream. I will apply it to the right side of my face. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose this headband, I think. So the smell is really unusual, because nowadays any makeup, it's, oh my god, it's rather smells like floral or fruity, or it does not have any fragrance at all, which I really like. These three pumps were almost only for the one side of my face. I don't know how many time I need to wait before I apply my makeup. It feels, I won't say that it feels like there's silicone, but it feels really silky. You know, it doesn't seem that it will dry really fast. As for now, I see that the skin is not as oily or glowing that much. By the way, I have combination to oily skin. It feels really nice. It doesn't feel sticky at all. However, it feels a bit, you know, like between silky and oily. I don't know how to describe it, but that's just my feeling. I think that you need to be careful with this product because I guess if you put too much, it can peel. On this side of my face, I will apply foundation with this primer, and on the left side, I guess I won't. So it can show us more honest and clear results. So I don't know what I will do. Maybe I will apply it to my nose as well, because I have quite an oily T-zone. So I will just put it here, and also on my chin, because I guess that the area that can let us down is my chin, because it can peel. It might be also dry. Here I didn't apply primer, so we can see how the foundation will look on this area, and on my T-zone we used it. Still think that we need to wait a little bit, because it feels, I don't know how to say, but it feels, as I said, from silky to oily a bit, only a bit. So I will wait and see how it will turn out, and I will come back to you. It's been like 5 minutes, up to 5 minutes to be honest. What I see on the areas that we have applied our primer, first of all, I see that the texture is a bit off. So I have texture because I have my post-acne, and I have had acne for, I guess, 8 years already. So there's no wonder that I have scars. And I see that these scars did not disappear, of course, they just less. But it's only like a bit, and it's okay because it's primer, it's not a complete skincare, so that's more than fine. As for the area that I have not applied primer, you can see a bit more texture, and it's also have more redness. I guess that this side of my face is less irritated. This primer took off this redness, but also it's not a complete skincare. It's just like additional product that prepares your skin, and I think that as for preparing your skin, it really makes not wonders, but really good work. This foundation really looks nice, and in a version of matte, in luminous version, and it's very cheap, so it's really affordable. But to my hand like this, I guess that this amount is enough. This mini beauty sponge I've got from Revolution Advent Calendar. If you want to see the reviews and packing and unboxing of this, please, I will link it somewhere here. Please go and watch. It's in Ukrainian language, but I always make swatches and everything, so I guess that it will be still clear for you. So the first area where we have primer. By the way, I forgot to mention when I was applying it that if you like rubbing it, I think that it can peel, but if you like dabbing it into your skin, I think that it will perform better. Now I'll apply a bit to the area where we don't have foundation. I just have my skincare and that's all. It'd be funny if I don't see any difference. As for the forehead, that is also my oily zone, but I haven't applied primer there, so I guess you can also see. I haven't read any information about whether it's compatible with this primer or not, because this is silicone-based foundation, but we'll see. I will let it sit for a bit and apply the foundation to this side, which is fully covered with primer. Another side. When you want your inflammation, yes, or irritation look less red and your skin tone more even, so you can apply this primer just as a single product. I will definitely try it, and maybe I will place somewhere here the photo of how it looks like, just like with primer and skincare. As for now, on this side of my face, I remember that here there is no primer, and on a bit of this zone we have a primer on this side of my face, and also we don't have any primer on the forehead. And as for this side, we have the whole side which is with primer. As far as I can see, the difference is not that outstanding, but I can see that this side of my face is less shiny and the makeup looks more smooth, you know. On this side of my face, especially where I don't have any primer, it really looks good, but I see the tiny difference, and I guess that this side will be less shiny in a couple of hours, and I guess that will look as smooth as it looks now. And this side of my face has more texture. I will not apply a lot of foundation or makeup today. I will just use a brow gel, maybe some blushes, and mascara. I don't have many primers. It's the only one, I guess. I had a primer before which was silicone based, and as the owner of comedonal, right, acne, it's really hard for me to deal with the stuff like silicone primers, so I haven't used primer for a while, I guess. And this might like come back with a primer with more like water-based natural ingredients, clean beauty. I'm really excited about this one. Today we're also testing a serum blush, chekdew, please correct me, Instant Crush. It's supposed to be brown. I really like brown shades on lips and on my face, so I decided to take this one. And this also said that you can use this as a multitasker for your lips, for your blush, and I guess today I will use it also for my eyelids. Let's dive into it. Oh my god, this is very warm brown. I'm not against the warm brown colors. I guess they are very universal, like everyone can use it, but cool tone browns look better on me. Here is this shade, as you can see. Let's, oh, you know, the by the way, it's very browny and the texture is really strange, because when I try to somehow blend it, it's like I'm taking away some amount of the product, and it's really strange. Let's test out this brush. Ooh, It's really nice, it's really big, and it's really soft. I applied a bit to this side. I guess I will apply a bit more because I don't really understand how it looks. As a blush for me, I guess that's more like a bronzer slash blush. You'll also apply it to the eyelid. Oh my god, maybe it's a mess. It will be a mess. Not very much of a mess. But I don't really want my eyeshadow to pop out today. I just wanted something really simple. I guess that the formula is really moisturizing and it looks not bad, but as I said, half transparent and you can barely see this. Maybe as for the clean girl aesthetic, it will work. I will use that. Maybe I will use the shade more in summer. As for the economy, I applied this only twice, and I don't know if you can see that this is empty, but I only used this twice. Look at this tiny baby brow gel from the Revolution. I've got it from the advent calendar. If you want to see the opening and unboxing, please go and watch this on my channel. I know that it's in Ukrainian, but I also do the swatches, so I guess that you will see everything and make your own final thoughts, conclusions. I'm not mad with this brow gel as I was when I was testing it first. I guess that it's just something you can play with, and so I will use this definitely. It's not bad, and I think that it's very travel friendly. As for the mascara, for today I'll be using the Essence I Love Extreme. Zara loves this mascara, as you can hear. So I will apply just a little bit. I have illumination, right? I'm not doing, as you can see, I'm not doing any mascara reviews now because it will be not really honest if I show it with my illumination. I guess that all the mascara, when you apply it on the top of the eyelashes with illumination, it will look good, so they will look good. So maybe with some time I will take it off and we'll test more mascaras. So this is our makeup for today. As for the eyeshadow and blush slash bronzer, I have used the Cheek Dew by Colourpop. I am also testing the Bratz collaboration with Colourpop. So if you want to see this, please check this video out on my channel. And now we will use the YOUTHFORIA Pregame setting spray. What this setting spray is supposed to do? This is meant to lock in your makeup, make you feel more fresh and hydrated. The mist is, as you can see, super lightweight and fine. As you can see, it has flying flakes here. So I guess I shake it well. As for the smell, I think that it has some smell, but it's almost gone from the first seconds. It's not as herbal as the primer was. By the way, this sprays evenly. You don't get those annoying droplets on your face. And it is really nice. By the way, you can use this also as a single product when you want to keep your skin more hydrated and fresh throughout the day. I will also test it out and let you know. As for now, it is 5 o'clock in the evening. It's 5 p.m. And I will come back to you within 5 or 6 hours so we can test the primer and the setting spray. I also think that I need to address something. Many customers felt that the shade range didn't meet their expectations, and I'm talking now about the darker shades of this foundation. I think that in the world and in the time, maybe it's better to say in the time of inclusivity, all the brands, all the makeup brands and all the brands in the world of anything and everything, they need to count with the sorts of people and with their feedback. So I guess that it can give them more growth and make them really relevant at this point. As for their philosophy, as for this bundle that I'm testing and this brush and the magnetic pen, I can say that at this time I like it. I will come to you back within 5 hours, and I hope that I will still like it. I really hope that the brand takes this feedback to heart and works on improving their products, especially their shade range, to better cater to everyone's needs. Fingers crossed we see the positive change soon. So it's been like 5 hours as I promised. It's 10 p.m. And now we will check our makeup. As you can see, I didn't touch it. You can see that my mascara fell off. I also applied cream blush, Serum blush by Colourpop, and maybe it was my mistake because it kind of dissolved and separated the foundation, but I guess that this is a problem of more of this blush than of the primer or foundation. As far as I can see, my mascara is crazy. This is the first thing that I can see. As for the foundation, I see that I am more glowy on this side, and if you remember, I was already oily or glowy on this side. On this side, I think that it's more, again, smooth and matte. As for the part that we didn't apply primer, this is lower cheek and jawline. I don't think that it looks bad, to be honest, but I also think that it's kind of disappeared, you know, and it's kind of strange. This foundation from Wet n Wild is really long-lasting. Even the luminous version of this, you can wear this foundation without primer, it's not a problem. On this side, I see more pigment because I'm washing this area and this is more yellowish, and this is like more of my skin tone, which is similar to my ears, which I'm not covering with foundation. So I also like the way it looks on my nose because I have oily T-zone, and this is my kind of problem area, and it is always my makeup separates on my nose or under my nose. It's like obvious thing for me. And I also don't know, maybe I applied this primer a bit differently on each side because I put it here and here, but I kind of can see more texture, more pores on this side, on the left side, and on the right side it's like more even and smooth again, and I really like it. I also wanted to make this test on Instagram page of YOUTHFORIA. I saw that they're making this statement that you can touch it with a tissue. Now I'm oily and I wanted to see if the makeup will... Wow, I mean, it's really clean and I'm pressing it like good. Okay, I can see a tiny bit of foundation here. If you can see this, I don't know, this spot right here. But I think that it's nothing compared to if I touch it with without any setting spray. By the way, I did a mistake because I applied the setting spray to the whole face, even to the area where we didn't apply the primer, and so this area is also does not stain off. I'm showing you that all of the tissue is clean. I mean, there is again this dot, but it's like more oiliness and coming off with foundation. But again, if I make it with my regular makeup routine without this setting spray, the more foundation will come off to this tissue. I'm taking another tissue, so I want to check also my forehead. I don't see anything, to be honest. Only my oiliness. So here's the close-up of the tissues. As you can see, this one is clean. This is the second that we used. On this one, you can see this dot right here. I was just not sure if you can saw it when I was showing it. So it is the only thing that printed from my face, and again, the whole tissue except this area is clean. So I think that is really great. I'm really surprised, and this is kind of cool. By the way, I didn't apply any powder today because I simply forgot. I take my powder with me and didn't apply it. As for the rates, I think that I would rate this primer like 7 or maybe even 8 out of 10. I really like the way that my skin looks smooth. It looks more even, the texture more even, and I guess that it's giving you like a really blur and the feel that it's your skin, but it's better. I can agree with that. As for the setting spray, I think that I would give this 10 out of 10. This is the first time in my life that setting spray has worked for me, because I had the Urban Decay All-Nighter. I bought it maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I heard nice reviews and I saw it in action on my friends. However, it did not work for me at all. I mean, my makeup looked more cakey. It was coming off really fast. It was very oily, very shiny, and the way it feels on my skin, I don't like it. So I was like, you know, I have prejudice with any another setting spray, to be honest. This way, I'm really happy that this setting spray has worked for me, and I cannot mention again that it is clean, it is vegan, and it is with nice ingredients, which I really love, and I'm really excited. I was excited to try this out, and I think that this particular product met my expectations like 100%. Again, I really like the philosophy of the brand, and I really hope that they will deal with this problematic shade range of their foundations that they have. And I think that especially you will like this bundle if you have acne or sensitive skin. As for the brush, I really like it. It's really soft, and I didn't have allergy to this. The size of it, I guess, not really travel friendly, but as for the everyday use, this blush is 10 out of 10. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please like it, share it, comment it. Of course, I'm waiting for your opinions and your thoughts. And also please subscribe if you're new to this channel. I will be really grateful for the subscription and for any support of this channel. I also want to thank the soldiers of Ukraine, the volunteers, the doctors of Ukraine, any medical staff. I am grateful for having this opportunity to sit here and record this video, because the war in Ukraine is continuing. If you pray, it will be still help, and I will really appreciate it, because we're still dealing with the Russian aggression and Russian invasion to our country. So please, if you at least pray or can show that it's not time to be indifferent when people are dying, I'm asking you to do that. So again, I understand that my content is more about beauty, but it is values for me. And when I'm sitting and recording this video with the danger for my life, because there are still bombs and still weapons and still that aggression, I will talk about it. I will speak up, and I will share it with you, because I guess it's time for everyone to become kind and respectful, and I will be really grateful if you support my nation through these dark times. On this not really positive note, I hope that you have an amazing morning, day, evening. Please stay safe and see you next time. Дякую. До наступних відео. As a non-speaker, I'm just using phrases that, it's kind of unconscious. And if I'm saying something stupid, please be respectful and you can correct me in the comments. So,